Some of the first urban centers that humans established thousands of years ago are still visible today. A window into the past, these urban centers attest to our forebears' resourcefulness and tenacity. Welcome to Urban Marvels. In this video, we have listed the world's 10 oldest cities still standing in 2024. Enjoy! Glorious eras of civilizations as far back as 3650 BC and beyond are spoken about in Gaziantep. Situated in southeastern Turkey, this gem has Ottoman architectural marvels and an abundance of museums that provide a glimpse into its intricate and fascinating history. Under the dominion of civilizations such as the Romans, Persians, and Assyrians, Gaziantep has accepted numerous influences. The cultural fabric and economic success of the city were profoundly impacted by the Armenian minority, who played a significant role. The dynamic energy of the city is resonant with its agricultural, commercial, and industrial accomplishments. On the other hand, Gaziantep is more than a historical artifact. The region's rich soil, which is home to vineyards and olive trees, is evidence of its long history of farming. The city's prominence as a center for Turkish manufacturing is borne out by the pistachios that adorn plates all over the globe. With its busy bazaars overflowing with inexpensive, elaborately patterned products, Gaziantep draws history aficionados and bargain seekers alike. From the world-famous mosaics to the fascinating fragrances of the local food, the city delivers a feast for the senses around every turn. Gaziantep is more than just a city. It is a monument to the unstoppable passage of time. From ancient emperors to booming businesses, its spirit persists, making it a symbol of endurance and an interesting addition to the list of the world's oldest towns still standing triumphantly in 2024. Varanasi, the holy heartbeat of India, throbs with the rhythm of more than 3,500 years. Known as Benares or Kashi, this historic city is not simply a tribute to time. It is a living, breathing tapestry woven with religion, legend, and the timeless murmur of the Ganges. For Hindus, Varanasi is not only a city, it is a hallowed sanctuary, inscribed in legend as the spot where Shiva created. Its ghats, lined with temples and shrines, resonate with the soul-stirring sounds of daily rites and mantras. The tiny alleyways of the old city offer treasures of ancient knowledge spoken by Brahmin pandits to eager pupils in various institutions. But Varanasi is much more than a site of pilgrimage. The great Chinese explorer Xuanzang loved Varanasi's lively intellectual fiber. 3 universities and countless institutions resound with the quest of knowledge, representing centuries of scholastic heritage. Tourism, flowing like the Ganges, is a dynamic mix of local and international pilgrims seeking spiritual refuge and cultural immersion. From the famed temples of Vishwanatha and Durga to the bustling bazaars, Varanasi is brimming with life, its ancient essence continuously recreating itself in the vivid present. In 2024 and for millennia to come, Varanasi stands as a light of eternal faith, unflinching knowledge, and an indestructible spirit that transcends time. Its ghats depict not only the picture of the city, but also the tale of humanity's quest for connection, learning, and the holy. Nestled amid Bulgaria's undulating hills, Plovdiv has won its title as the City of 7 Hills by whispering 8,000-year-old legends. From Thracian strongholds to Roman aqueducts, layers of history are on exhibit for everyone to observe. The Visconti, Romans, and numerous others made Plovdiv home and left behind a beautiful tapestry of architectural styles. Ottoman mansions with vivid balconies roll down cobblestone alleyways, while historic public buildings stand stoically amid contemporary cafes. But Plovdiv is much more than a museum curio. Its vast plains, warmed by a sunny atmosphere, bloom with vines that are the source of Bulgarian wines that thrill visitors and locals alike. Foodies come to this gastronomic heaven, tasting traditional dishes handed down through centuries. In 2024 and beyond, Plovdiv wears its heritage with pride. It thrives on a perfect combination of old and contemporary, its historic pulse ringing in bustling wine tours and attractive cafes. Seasoned by time and laced with varied threads, this city stands as a testimony to human tenacity and a symbol of eternal beauty. Sidon, on the coast of Lebanon, whispers 6,000 years of secrets, its tale engraved in plundered stones and aged buildings. Born at the beginning of civilization, this intriguing metropolis was the origin of Phoenician ambitions of commerce and conquest. Cleverly planned to shelter ships from harsh seas, Sidon became more than simply a harbor. Its riches surpassed its competitors, its religious influence rippled throughout nations. Ships and sailors sailed from this historic birthplace, joining the Persian forces against the Greeks and Egyptians. Whispers of its looted history and dispersed wealth hover in the air, yet Sidon remains. Quaint boutiques adorn its streets, and suites attract passers-by. The sea fortress, a contemporary reflection of ancient grandeur, sits guard in its weathered beauty and captivates travelers with stories of Sidon's eternal splendor. Beyond mere walls and cement, the spirit of Sidon lives on. In the bustle of the souk, the sun-baked waterfront and the murmur of the people, we hear the historic pulse of the city still running strong in 2024. This worn diamond, eternally carrying the marks of time, remains a tribute to the indestructible spirit of mankind and the everlasting heritage of those who dared to sail the oceans and chisel their aspirations in stone. The sun-drenched alleyways of Jericho are packed with 9,000-year-old whispers, their past inscribed on lofty walls and verdant springs. This mythical oasis on the banks of the Jordan River precedes biblical legends with its early communities lured by life-giving waters. The ancient heart of Jericho pulses under protected walls, a tribute to a city that has seen the rise and fall of civilizations. From the mighty fortifications going back to 8,000 BC to the echoes of Joshua's conquest, its history reverberate in every aged stone. Though its dunes carry whispered stories of strife, Jericho today embraces quiet. Modern life flourishes in the midst of ancient relics, luring pilgrims and vacationers to its beautiful green oasis. Bathed in sunshine and rich in archaeological treasures, Jericho continues its ageless journey as a living tribute to human endurance and the enduring appeal of ancient secrets. Situated near Mount Safin, Erbil whispers tales 7,000 years old, its citadel a crowned gem atop the ancient highlands. In this birthplace of civilization, history emerges in layers. Traditional weavings weaved with ancient processes, museums full with pre-Islamic whispers, and beautiful parks brimming with contemporary life. Empires have risen and fallen around it, but Erbil has persevered. Merchants haggled on sandy roadways suddenly bustling with construction, a tribute to the robust city's capacity to adapt. Beyond the busy cities, waterfalls stream through the gorges, tempting exploration into its historic core. In 2024 and beyond, Erbil wears its history like a living tapestry. Where caravans previously roamed, modernism abounds, its energy ringing in the joy of children playing between historic walls. Defying the sands of time, this eternal oasis remains a symbol of human endurance and a testimony to the lasting strength of communities that create and dream generation after generation. From sandy dunes to verdant oasis, Faiyum whispers tales 4,000 years old. Cradled in the ancient Shedet area, this Egyptian treasure bears echoes of pharaohs and farmers, Romans and remarkable inhabitants immortalized in the Faiyum portraits. Once a dead basin, Faiyum has flourished with inventiveness, the waters of the Nile redirected to nurture the rich soil. Now narrow-gauge trains go by farms where the old knowledge of farming remains. Though stories of Roman cremation reverberate, the residents of Faiyum have kept true to the time-honored tradition of mummification. Even Whale Valley, once a thriving sea of life, today stands as a stark desert testament to Earth's development, a UNESCO gem that hints of old worlds. Today, Faiyum flourishes as a busy market town, its contemporary pulse throbbing with the ageless rhythm of a civilization that tamed the desert and created a paradise for living. From the start of history, Athens has been buzzing with the murmurs of 6,000 years. Nestled amid sun-baked mountains, this home of democracy embraces creative ideals and intellectual titans. Archaeological echoes meander amid the high-rise structures, hints of 11th millennium civilization under the bustling streets. Athens, the cradle of our modern democracy, is live testimony of the everlasting power of human invention. The Acropolis, the crown treasure of Western architecture, throws its magnificent shadow over the city. The Parthenon, erected for Athena, goddess of knowledge, remains as a beacon of ancient innovation. Cobblestone paths run through ancient treasures, each telling tales of empires past. Yet Athens refuses to be merely a museum. Modern living among ancient ruins fascinates guests with its lively culture, superb food, and ageless attitude. Eternally youthful and eternally wise, this city welcomes exploration, with its everlasting past inscribed not only in stone but in the hearts of those who seek its alluring allure. From the murmurs of the Olympians to the rich fields of the Argolid, Argos whispers 7,000-year-old legends. Cradled in the Peloponnese, this Greek treasure holds echoes of mythology and civilizations, with its name spoken from Argos, son of Zeus. Roman highways, Mycenaean riches, and a colossal 20,000-seat theater hint to a lively past. A busy city of Greece, Argos nevertheless maintains historical mysteries in its picturesque alleyways. Pottery whispers lost tales, clay sculptures trapped in time. The Acropolis of Larissa, a sentinel originating from the 6th century BC, patrols its western side. The Church of Panagia, located among verdant trees, has a Bible dating from 1776, a tribute to eternal faith. Modern life lives in the lap of antiquity. Tourists stroll through history, attracted by the vivid energy of Argos. This city, where myth and reality are linked, refuses to remain a simple relic. With every busy market, every sunlit plaza, Argos reminds us that the voices of the past reverberate endlessly in the present. Whispering tales more than 7,000 years old, Damascus wears its past like a living tapestry. Located in the heart of Syria, this pearl of the Orient claims the distinction of the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world. Once a medieval hub for fine lace and lethal swords, Damascus has grown as a cultural and economic crossroads. Islamic, Roman, and Hellenistic influences mingle smoothly inside its historic walls, each epoch leaving its stamp on the city's spirit. From Byzantine churches to towering mosques, Damascus provides a peek into many religions and architectural wonders. Modern life buzzes amid historical echoes. The sounds of the opera theater combine with the bustle of busy marketplaces. Recent trials have left their mark, but Damascus continues to stand. Tourists marvel at its ageless beauty and are attracted to its wonderful food, cultural riches, and the tenacity of its people. The fact that international enterprises have found a home here is a tribute to the city's lively energy that never fades. In Damascus, history and present form a fascinating tale told by a city that has endured storms and flowered again. As sunlight dances on old stones, Damascus reminds us that even in the midst of suffering, the human spirit is eternally fresh and endlessly interesting. With their rich history and culture, these cities are a monument to the persistence of the human spirit. They have endured change and strife throughout the years and continue to flourish now. Don't forget to subscribe. See you until the next video.